Hello everybody, you're here with Claru Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you very much for your patience because I haven't filmed for a couple of days or several days. So here we are. Today we are going to be trying the foundation from Haus Labs, the new from the singer. I have a sample of it. I did try it a couple of days already because I went to Sephora and I tried it there. And then, of course, I've been trying it. They gave me the sample, so now I'm going to try it here with you. So it's not first impressions, but I'll tell you my thoughts. If you're interested in that, please keep on watching. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And please ring the bell on the right-hand corner, so you know when I upload new message and new videos. Here we go. So of course the singer Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's makeup, she launched and she came out with several items, and this is the foundation, Haus Labs. Okay, so when I applied it at the store, I tried this on half of my face and I tried Kosas on the other half of my face. And I must admit they were extremely similar. I mean, you couldn't tell. And I went through the whole day like that. So if you try Kosas, it's more or less like that. So here I want to try half of my face with this new foundation and the other half with BACKSTAGE DIOR. The reason being is because BACKSTAGE DIOR foundation is one of my favorites. It's one of my to-go. It's one of those that I think is a must-have. When everything else you don't know what to do, I go with that and my skin just looks great. So I wanted to compare it with that and see. And mainly because I am wanting to buy one for the sale that is starting in a couple of days or tomorrow. Well, I'll do another video about the Sephora sale, but I want to buy a full bottle, and so I was debating if I should buy my usual DIOR BACKSTAGE because I have the regular DIOR already, and or the new one, right? Because we're always trying the new things. All right, so for this time, since I already tried the Haus Labs several days without primer, today I'm gonna prime my face with the DIOR primer. Because for me, I want to see, and this way I can give you my thoughts also about it. So I'm applying right now, and I have here a small amount of the primer. And usually I get these samples, they come with other things that I have purchased. And usually I keep using them until I'm done. Then I buy the full product if I really like them. And so since I still have some of this, I haven't bought the full bottle because then they go bad on me. But obviously I'm running low, so that's why I'm getting ready to buy the bottle, and that's why I want to do this comparison. I hope that's not like a long story. But DIOR BACKSTAGE foundation, I have wear it for years, so I know I like it. All right. So let's apply Haus Labs on the right side. Now, Haus Labs has, what do you call it, hyaluronic acid, which is supposed to help your cells or the skin to keep moisture. So it's supposed to be good for your skin and good for dry skin. And now it's interesting because I just applied quite a bit. When I was at the store, I applied a lot less. And the first run, when I applied much less, looked very, very thin and light. And I was very pleasantly surprised. I actually had to reapply like 1 or 2 layers at the store, so it would keep covering because it was so light. And I say this because if you're looking for a very light, barely there, just sort of give you a veil on your skin, a little bit of glow, a little bit of, just smoothing, you can do that. And I just noticed I applied a lot more than at the store, and I actually happy about that because this is more or less the amount that I would apply. Because again, at the store I had to reapply and reapply. I didn't want it so thin. But I'm mentioning because if you do, you have that option. So there you have it. That is with the Haus and then without. Of course, I'm a little irritated because I've been eating sweet bread. Whoops. Cuban sweet bread. You know, I live in Miami. I visited a Cuban friend and we ate some pastelitos. That's what they're called. But they're usually not good for my skin. Whoops. But it did cover it right. So I give you my thoughts from the couple of days I wore it, and that day half and half. It wears nicely. I think it looks extremely natural. I think it does what it's meant to. I haven't put another layer to make it more medium coverage. I mean, medium to full. Maybe this is sort of a medium, but kind of a light medium. But I think it's very lovely. Right? It looks very, very natural. And again, I tried it with the Kosas and you could not tell the difference. Perhaps this one was the color, a tiny little bit more cooler. This is the 100, color 100. And the Kosas Revealer Skin, I had it in light neutral 140. And they both match my skin perfectly, but I think this one was cooler, but you couldn't tell. So today, I'm gonna put the other half with the DIOR, and this is 1N, and so let's see what happens. And okay, so I'm very excited about the sale that is coming, the fall sale of Sephora. I'll be doing the video right after this, and I have all the items right in front of me. So I tell you, and it's kind of a combination, that video. Perhaps I put it first because I'm kind of late to the thing. I put this one after that one, but in case, so if I did, it's already running. But it's gonna be sort of my recommendations for the sale, but also if I had no makeup, which makeup I think is kind of the must-have, the ones that I will go and buy. All right. So here we go, comparing DIOR foundation, one of my favorites, which I have recommended many times, compared to the new Lady Gaga Haus Labs. Well, it kind of is like the Kosas, that is just extremely similar. I don't think, other than the color, you see this color is a little cooler, it's a little more brightening, it's a little more, you know, a lighter sort of tone, I think. And this one is very similar more for the Kosas. If you see, this one has more brightening, more like awakening, and this one is more just totally natural. Like it doesn't go radiant or brightening or anything. This one you would, I don't know if you would ever tell that I am wearing anything. This one you probably wouldn't tell I'm wearing anything, but it has a brightening effect. I don't know if I'm making sense. The other thing, and maybe you can see, look at my wrinkles in the forehead. The DIOR, I think, blurs them a little more because I sort of, you know, lightly I can see. Nothing that it will prevent me from wearing this foundation, like it's not giving me a Cruella or like a horrible, but I do see this one has a more blurring effect. And again, the Kosas was more just like this. I mean, just like it, except the color. But so here you have it. I don't know which one you would prefer. The red, the DIOR covers it perfectly. Here, I might apply a little bit there, or perhaps some concealer to cover those things. If you've been with me, you know that I always wear the Charlotte Tilbury corrector right under my foundation. So right now, let me apply a little bit on top. You can wear this on the bottom or top, and this is one of my favorite products because of the versatility and because how well it works, and because it feels almost like a cream more than a concealer or anything like that. It's not a concealer, it's a corrector. So it has a little bit of that peachy tone, and so it kind of corrects the purple under your eyes, but it doesn't completely cover. So if you're looking for a completely coverage for concealer, then perhaps you can use an actual concealer. And what do I recommend? Well, definitely for everyday, the Kosas, and or for a full, when you really want to make yourself up, I would, my Pat McGrath concealer with the powder is one of my favorites. But obviously I'm taking out of topic here. So the topic was the foundations, and I just wanted also for it to dry a little bit just to see how it's setting, so you see the full effect. And what I've been doing lately is applying a little bit of this DIOR. This is new, this DIOR powder. This is DIOR Forever Natural Velvet powder. And this baby is becoming, oh my God, one of my favorites again. I did a whole video about the DIOR powder being one of my favorites, but this is an upgraded one. And at the beginning I was like, I miss a little formula, but they both work. Now I really, really like this. And what I mean by it, I don't put it on right after I put the foundation or after I finish, but later in an hour or two, I apply it. It does beautiful things, beautiful, beautiful things. So I would apply it perhaps under instead of concealer, and it will cover these areas which I don't think they're fully concealed at this stage of the game. All right, and just so you know, I'm wearing Give Gwen Stefani eyebrow pencil, and I did apply some Clinique. This is a very, very, favorite black honey on my lips. This is not the actual container. This is kind of a sample or travel size container, but it is the black honey, very famous sort of. So I think we're gonna leave it for that. I mean, I'll apply a little bit of blush. Here, I'm gonna use this Tom 4. Oh, this is the, all right, I'll apply a little bit of this then. What is this, 73? A little bit of kind of bronzer. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I did try the bronzer level 2, number 2 from Haus Labs, and I loved it. I love the tone. I love what it did. Probably close to this Terra from Tom 4, which is one of my favorites. And but I liked it so much that I will be buying it on the sale. So just FYI, if you're interested for a good bronzer that is not as expensive of this Tone 4, I would really recommend the Haus Labs. And for my tone was level 2. And of course, I will be showcasing that, but after it arrives from the sale. So right now I'm gonna put this Tone 4 blush, just to put a little bit of color. And this one is also sold at Sephora. If you're interested, it is new. This is the Cheer Dick Duo Eclat Nu, Tone 4 Eclat Nu. It's very, very lovely and natural. And I'm just finishing up a little bit here so you see the full effect of both of the foundations. I did try the Haus Labs blush. They're very, very highlighting, shimmery. I mean, even the girl from Sephora said that, I don't know if you'll like it because it's more of a highlight, but it had a pink color. So I applied it sort of a blush highlighting here, and I did like it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I'm still debating because of the shimmer and because that pink had a little bit of very baby pink. So I did like it. It looked natural, it looked nice, but I'm debating on it. But it was nice. So those things I really appreciate from Haus Labs. I didn't like their lipsticks. It was a little drying and mattifying like most lipsticks are, but Going back to this foundation so we can wrap it up. There you have it. This is Haus Labs. And this is Backstage DIOR. Which one do you like best? I don't know. I like both. I probably will end up buying the DIOR Backstage just because familiarity and because I've been a fan for years. But I really like the Haus Labs. So if you want to try something new, there you have it. It's worthwhile. All right, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell in the right hand corner so you know when I upload new videos. And please check out my video on the Sephora sale because most likely I uploaded that one first. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.